I'm recording on this computer, sir.
Yeah. Sharon, take it up.
Let's have the welcome.
Program.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yes. Sharon.
Very good evening, good morning, and namaste, dear Utsahins. Firstly, I wish you all a very happy Independence Day and congratulations everyone for the 3rd anniversary of your, our, and everyone's platform, the Utsahin. On this special day, I would like to start quoting a few lines by Sri Swami Vivekananda. So this starts this way. Fill the brain with high thoughts, highest ideals, place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. And believe in yourself. The world will be with you. I feel Utsahin is going forward and forward with same thoughts and ideas. I, being a part of Utsahin from the past 3 years, personally learned to be a person who learns, unlearns, shares knowledge, connects with the right people, cherish the gift of life with full energy and enthusiasm. Thank you, Utsahin. So by this note, I'm privileged to welcome our today's guest, Sri Pravarajika Tyaganishta Prana Mataji from Arkimat, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, Mataji, for joining us. You're blessed. We have with us Mr. S.K. Jayachandra Garu, IPS, former DGB, Director General of Police, Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, sir. We have with us Mr. Ankush Sharma, ICF Certified Coaching Professional, Certified in Life Coaching from Symbiosis. Thank you, Ankuji. We also with us Ms. Prakriti Reddy, popular child singer, RRR movie fame. Thank you, Prakriti, for joining us. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us to inspire us. I would also like to specially welcome our Utsahin, the founder of Utsahin, our inspiration, Mr. Ram Reddy Garu, and the co-directors Raghuram Garu and Anirban Garu, and finally, the team of Utsahin, who is making Utsahin a great platform backhand. Thank you so much. And now I request Utsahin Vasuki ji for rendering the prayer, Sangha Chatvam. Over to you.
Sanghatvam samvadatvam sambho manasi janata sanghatvam samvadatvam sambho manasi Janata Devabhagam यथा पूर्वे सन्ध्यानाना उपासते देवाभागं यथा पूर्वे सन्ध्यानाना उपासते सामानो मन्त्रः समितिः समानि समानं मनः सहचित्तमेष समानीव आहुतिः समाना हृदयानिव समानमस्तु ओमनो यथा वः सुसहसति संगजत्वं संवादत्वं संवो मनासि जानत संगजत्वं संवादत्वं संवो मनासि जानत.
Sankachatvam. Thank you, Vasukiji, for filling the event with positivity, as always, with your voice. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I'm very happy to announce this segment, which is going to have the young talents from all over the world joined us to inspire us with this talk. So firstly, I'd like to welcome Utsahin Bhanuchandrika ji, a biotechnologist who is going to speak about balancing the profession and passion. Over to you, Bhanuchandrika.
Greetings of the day and a very happy Independence Day. Firstly, I would like to say a little about myself, a little about my background. I have done my bachelor's in biochemistry and my master's in bioinformatics from Pondicherry Central University. And I always believe in two things. One is food for soul, and there is food for our regular body, right? So for my food, for my body, and for that I do my job, which is my right now I'm working as a project management associate. Apart from that, food for my soul is all my passion that I do. I sing, I play violin, I'm a beginner again in violin. Then I have a page called Telugu Tunakalu. So the interest for this started from, I wanted to do something in life sciences, in sciences basically, and to show it to school children. And it started that way. And when I picked up a book from a scientist from IIT Madras on child psychology, I have got a quote telling, when you do not know the history, you cannot do science. So that is, I mean, history of science also you have to know to make progress in science too. So that's how my interest towards history started, languages started, and my mother tongue is Telugu, and hence I am balancing out, and I'm reading much of literature also, maintaining the pages, and like publishing snippets here and there, and writing blogs. This is all I do apart from what I regularly do as a part of my job. That's how I'm balancing right now. I hope that is Charan Garu.
Thank you, Bhanuchandrika ji, and very inspiring. Thank you for sharing your story of inspiration and how we have to balance profession and passion. Thank you so much. So now we have one of the guests, Utsahin Prakriti Reddy Garu, daughter of Srimati Sri Devi Garu and Sri Harivardhan Reddy Garu, who is a popular child singer, RRR movie fame, who won various awards across languages in many TV shows. including Sarigamapa, Zee Telugu. Famous for a song in the movie RRR, directed by Sri Rajamouli garu. She also won competition for the recital of Bhagavad Gita and many more. Over to you, Prakriti Reddy garu.
Respected esteemed guests present today and my dear Utsahins, Happy Independence Day. I'm very glad to be present today at this August gathering for the 3rd anniversary special event of Utsahin. I'm privileged and proud to be a Utsahin, and I'm sure it is going to be one of its kind. An organization which nurtures values and spreads positivity all over the world. Thank you, Utsahins, for making me a part of such great initiative. I'm always there to support as much as I can. So thanks again. And now I would like to start with a Ganesh Stotram. मुदाकरात मोदकं सदा मुक्ति साधक कलाधरावतं सक विलासितं विनायकम् मुदाकरात मोदकं सदा मुक्ति साधक कलाधरावतं सकं विलासि लोकरक्षक अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनायकं नमामि तं विनायकम् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष मां. Thank you. Now I would like to sing Kumma Uyala from RRR. Kumma Uyala Kona Champala Amma Ullo Neenu Roju Gala Kumma Satuna Padi Koila Kuante Kuantu Nato Undala Dillarala Puttukala Ammani Aduguyala Kumma Uyala Kona Champala Amma Ullo Neenu Roju Gala Kumma Satuna Padi Koila Kuante Kuantu Nato Undala Gurinta vittale goravankaadaye nemali kalettale nelavankadaye Kuranta boanta aatadukovali darinta votunna kundelu dayamma dayi Kumma పూన పూలిడత కోతి పిల్లదాయి తూగుటొయ్యల కడత తూనీగదాయి తూనీగదాయి ఈ పూన కూసోని సెరువంతా తిరుగాయి ఈతాలు నేర్సిన తాంబేలు దాయి దాయమ్మ దాయి ఉమ్మా ఉయ్యాల కూన చంపాల అమ్మ ఒళ్ళు నేను రోజుగాల రోజుగాల ఉమ్మా సాటున పాడే కోయిలా కూవంటే కూవంటూ నాతో ఉండాల నాతో ఉండాల ఓ Thank you. Now, on the occasion of Independence Day, I would like to sing a patriotic song. I would first like to start with Teri Mitti. तलवारों पे सरवार दिए अंगारों में जिस्म जलाया है तब जाके कहीं सर पे केसरी रंग सजाया है मेरी ज़मीन अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरे आने सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे न रहे ए मेरी ज़मीन महबूब मेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के कौन कहे तेरी मिट्टी में गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में जावा तेरी खेतों में जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू Now I would like to sing Desham Manade Tejam.
Excuse me, Prakriti, please sing without a karaoke, please, because karaoke is not audible.
Okay.
Just sing directly.
Desham Manade Tejam Manade దేశం మనదే తేజం మనదే ఎగురుతున్న జెండా మనదే నీతి మనదే జాతి మనదే ప్రజల అండదండ మనదే అందాల బంధం ఉంది ఈ నేలలో ఆత్మీయ రాగం ఉంది ఈ గాలిలో, ఈ కులమైనా ఈ మతమైనా, ఈ కులమైన ఈ మతమైన భరతమాతకొకటే నీడా. దేశం మనదే, తేజం మనదే, ఎగురుతున్న జంట మనదే, నీతి మనదే, జాతి మనదే, ప్రజల అండదండ మనదే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Prakriti ji, for the high energy that you showcased and all over the meeting and showing your support with science. Thank you so much. And dear science, I have to announce something. I'm privileged and happy to announce that the song sung by Prakriti Reddy, Koma Uyala in RRR, is been nominated for the Best Singer category in SAIMA Awards. Please show your support. I mean, she is competing with the great singers like Jonita Gandhi, K. Chitra Garu, Mangli Garu. So let us take a moment to support her, vote her, and I request Team Utsahin to share the link in the chat box. All the best, very best, Prakriti. Thank you so much. And so you have the next speaker, Utsahin Anil Iyengar Garu, who is a programmer, organic farmer, who inspires many in sustainable living, and he's a responsible educator too. Over to you, Anil Garu.
Thank you, Chiranji. Namaste, Andarki. First of all, happy Independence Day to all. Yeah, I'll take 2 minutes to just give my little background and why I'm here in Utsahin. So I started my career as a programmer. So first, for a little time, I started, teaching computer science to students, then programmer, then into project management. I worked in IT quite a bit time, 15 years, handled various projects, domestic and international. And so then I thought, what next? What is my passion and what are my interest areas? Then two things I realized is good food and good education is what my interest areas. Then I quit my IT and moved into farming, worked with farmers, worked with a lot of NGOs, started a couple of startups in agriculture, then worked with some startups. So then I understand that ecosystem, and then I moved into sustainable living side because that's where we have to make any project sustainable. Then education also is my interest area. So now my current project is, so now whatever I'm doing is I'm taking as a project and making a sustainable and all these kinds I'm putting it. So I'm currently with Vidya Jyoti High School, where I was a budget school with 1,000+ students, trying to give some impact in back end. We are ideating a lot of ideas, how to make them skillful apart from education skills, and trying to develop their self-esteem and make a good human beings. And the current year, my role here is taking a digital transformation to the school. So I'm working with other companies and making hybrid model of physical education and digital education. So that's my background, what I did in my small journey. Now, so the point is why Utsahin? So I was fortunate to be part of from this 1,000 days journey. So we had a lot of brainstorming, and it's like a TED platform for educators. TED is only inspires. This platform inspires, collaborates, and executes. So there's a lot of synergies where all thinkers and educators and thought leaders can come onto the platform, ideate, collaborate, and execution also. That's where it's interesting. And so we always thinking 1,000 days, any project goes beyond 1,000 days, it's sustainable. And and next next two years journey, 3 years, we have a roadmap, and lot of ideas we are ideating. And the next thing is sustainability and scalable. So these areas we are trying to work, and we are to collaborate with a lot of educators and take ideating a lot of ideas for the education sector and beyond. and make it a big platform for many newcomers who's looking for wherever they can fit, they can just join in and take this movement forward. So thank you, Sahin, and it's been a great journey. Thank you for this time. Thank you, Chan.
Thank you so much, Anil Garu. And that was a wonderful journey. And thank you for all your support for Utsahin. Thank you so much. Now we have Utsahin Sandeep Chittimali, all the way from US, who is a data scientist at National Science Foundation, NSF. He is an ex-research scientist at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. Thank you, Sandeep, for joining us, and over to you.
Sandeep, please unmute Sandeep.
Oh, sorry. Hi, good evening, everyone. First and foremost, a very happy 77th Independence to everyone. Today, I'm very delighted to be a member of Utsahin and to speak with all of you. Ever since Utsahin has started, it gained a profound popularity. And as you all might know, it started like with the mission of sharing a process of, as or the colleague was saying, like unlearn, learn, inspire, and inspire others. As I said, like Utsahin is more about way of life, and it helps how should we lead our life and live purposefully. In the past 3 years, there are a number of topics that were discussed related to science, technology, health, economics, sports, finance, ethics, etc. As we learn number of lessons from COVID-19, which it is really necessary for food security, protecting the health, and as well-being families is very important. Progressing of science is must. Financial stability helps in hard situation. Being proactive helps to forecast future problems and to be prepared, and etc. And isn't it surprising that Utsahin has started around the same time? And these are true discussions that are really needed for today's society. And Utsahin covered it in 360 degrees in its own way and very neatly planned in a series of education minds and awakening hearts. And of course, we heard valuable speeches from prominent people, many delegates, which inspired number of people out there so far. The number keeps increasing. Trust me, it keeps increasing. It tends to grow bigger in coming years. Over the past 3 years, though I'm not actively in the working in the Utsahin, I was kept watching sessions in the YouTube. They're very, very inspiring, very valuable speeches from prominent people. And I personally learned a lot from Utsahin. And one topic which inspired me from series of Awakening Heart was like held just before the pre-anniversary that was given by Swami Chitrupananda, which is 10 steps to transform in life by, again, like Swami Chitrupananda. So the motto of the session was to give maximum happiness to the maximum number and maximum period. Thanks to Swami Chitrupananda for explaining very clearly what contribution needed and how we should be accountable ourselves and to transform ourselves. I personally followed and was able to see some results and in my life in the past 3 years. And I don't want to take like more time here since a lot of respected people are waiting here. And I just want to conclude saying that like Utsahin and the related topics, discussions build a bridge and motive our self-growth, helps us to emotionally grow stronger and helps learn number of things happening around our life with real life examples. And I am very happy, delighted, proud to say that I am a part of Utsahin and to continue the journey. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sandeep. I personally know how hard you worked to achieve this success. I mean, thank you so much for sharing the mission, Utsahin, and thank you for showcasing your support always. Now we have Utsahin Nikhil Kumar, who is a 26-year-old postgraduate student hailing from Hyderabad, India. In 2019, Nikhil got an amazing opportunity to pursue postgraduate studies in business management at prestigious RWTH HN University in Germany, With 3 years of valuable work experience under his belt, he is currently working as a business analyst at a prominent German-based e-commerce company. While contributing to success, his love for cars and driving has no bounds. Nikhil's passion to explore the world by car made him travel to almost 10 countries within 2 years. Nikhil says, driving isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life that brings me joy. Thank you, Nikhil. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Charanji. Thank you for the introduction. Very happy Independence Day and warm greetings to all the respected members in the meeting. And apologies, at the moment I'm on vacation in Germany. It's a vacation period, so I'm at the moment in Budapest, a beautiful city in Hungary. But yeah, apologies for any disturbance from my side. But yeah, I feel privileged to be part of the Utsahin and share a few words about my journey that would inspire a few people. So as Charanji already told, I'm currently working as a business analyst in Germany. And I also completed my studies in Germany from a prestigious university, RWTH Aachen. And so to tell why I have opted Germany is as I have already told, I like cars. I love cars since my childhood. So whenever I hear about cars, I just get Germany in my mind. So that's one reason I have chosen Germany without any hesitation. And since my childhood, I have started to research and see what could be the ways to enter Germany. And I have contacted many people or many alumni of the universities, top universities in Germany. I have contacted them via Facebook, Quora, and finally I got an admit in a university. And yeah, definitely there were many challenges in my journey. For example, I have struggled a lot for 4 years in Chaitanya for IIT examination. But unfortunately, I just got 10,000 rank, which was not sufficient to get an IIT seat. So also, during COVID, it was very difficult for me to get a job in Germany with very less experience, and especially having no German knowledge. So, but I have overcome all these challenges. Since I didn't get any admit in IIT. I got a admit in a private university. So I thought I'll work hard over there, and I have become president in my bachelor's of the university. And afterwards, in Germany, I tried to start networking with many people, many founders, co-founders via LinkedIn, and try to get a job and an internship. So I would say I am here the youngest student among my batchmates. Maybe all are 30 years or 28 years with good work experience, but I'm happy to be here in this young age. And yeah, so three things I would like to share with you all, three messages maybe from my experience, from my journey. So if you're weak at something, or if you're weak at one thing, then try to improve some other things that would balance it at the end. For example, I did not get an admission in IIT. I did not think that's the end of the world. I got an admit in private university. I worked hard, and I'm in a good university than IIT. So, and always focus on your goals, no deviation. Like, I haven't done any part time till now. Firstly, I should thank my parents for that, for financial help. And I was using that time to doing some external courses that would improve my professional profile. And I always try to be unique and find a new solution to get a job or to apply for internships. For example, everyone used to apply through the company websites and wait 6 months for a job call. But I used to approach via LinkedIn to people and quickly network with them and get an interview opportunity and quickly get an internship or a job. So I would say these are the three messages from my experience I would like to share with you all. And these were very helpful for me. And yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity to talk in the third anniversary event of Utsahin. And as Anilji told, any project that crosses 1,000 days would be sustainable. And I believe that Utsahin also will go long and it will be a super successful. So yeah, that's it from my side, and handing over to Charanji.
Thank you, Utsahin Nikhilji. Thank you for inspiring us to live our passion. as most of us don't tend to do. Your journey proves that hard work and patience always pays. Thanks for that wonderful words, Nikhil. Now we are going to have a student voice. Utsahin Ishani Vishwanath is going to speak with us, who is a 12th grade student at DAV Public School. Ishani aspires to pursue forensic science and criminology as her career. For that, she is all set to pursue her further studies in NFSU Gandhinagar. Her hobbies and interests include singing, dancing, writing, baking, and being online with her friends. Ishani knows Tamil, Telugu, English, Hindi, Sanskrit, and Spanish fluently, and also understands Marathi and Malayalam. Thank you, Ishani, for joining us. Over to you.
Yes, thank you, Utsahan, for this opportunity. Good evening, everybody. This is Shani Vishwanathan. So before everything, I just want to wish you a happy Independence Day. And I'm extending my gratitude to this wonderful community for entrusting me with this by addressing this August occasion. Okay, so now let me paint you a picture. Close your eyes and picture an individual brimming with passion and dedication, armed with extensive expertise and an exceptional eye for detail. That is me, an aspiring criminologist. It revolves around the fusion of my mathematical acumen, crucial for the forensic aspect, and biological insights, which are essential for delving into human psychology. So, my immense fascination with criminology started me on this path, and I have been fully immersed myself in this captivating realm. The true flame that fuels my determination is my innate ability to defy expectations and overcome obstacles. After my 12th grade education, my sights are all set on the All India Forensic Sciences Entrance Test, the AIF set, which is the stepping stone towards joining the esteemed National Forensic Sciences University in Gandhinagar. As I stand here today, my purpose extends beyond sharing my journey. It is to collaborate. As each and every one of us strives towards achieving our dreams, we as a nation can aspire to be an empowered society. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Utsahin Ishani. And being at a very young age, you know the purpose of life, and thank you for sharing that wonderful words with us.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to welcome few of our guests and our council members who joined us in the meeting. So let me invite, firstly, Srikanth Reddy Garu, who is an educationalist, a philanthropist, the regional director of Bachpan Academic Heights Public Schools for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. He is president IMCTF, Initiative for Moral and Cultural Training Foundation. Associate President TRASMA, Telangana Recognized School Management Association. We are proud that he's our Utsahin's Advisory Council member. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. We also have with us Sri Ellen Lieutenant Colonel Rameshwar Reddy Garu, educationalist, President TRASMA, Medchal Malkajgiri District, Telangana, who is also our Utsahin's Council and co-member. Thank you so much for joining us. We have with us Sri Ashok Reddy Garu, core member of Utsahin, who is the chairman of Aja Group of Colleges. Thank you so much for joining us, sir, to inspire us. Now I would like to give the stage to Raghuram sir and Anirban sir for sharing a report on Utsahin Educating Minds and Utsahin Awakening Hearts platform. Over to you, sir.
Raghuram ji, you're muted. You need to unmute. Go ahead.
Yeah, namaste, everybody. All of you, namaste. Namaste, Utsahins. Going strong, 1,000 days of enthusiasm. It's wholeheartedly unbelievable. The way it's going on, the journey. It has been a wonderful journey for us for the past 1,000 days. when I say 1,000, it's it gives a feeling of a very big number. Yeah, that's right. If I say 3 years, it's just 3. But 1,000 will make me feel that I got more numbers. So we have named it as 1,000 days of enthusiasm, not just 3 years. Sometimes it changes. Yeah, I brief about what the segment of Utsah in Educating Minds is all about. Okay, it's a platform of fostering collaboration with experts like our esteemed speakers, new perspectives, and a professional growth in every industry what our youth is aspiring for. And we respect and invite those people who are in the industry, thought leaders, to have professional discussion. It's not just a discussion happening, it's a professional discussion. And you might have noticed it's just for 10 minutes, right? So 10 minutes is attention, and what we kept is attention span for 10 minutes. A human being will have only for 10 minutes, and we believe in that. And 11th minute, it's a disturbance again. So 10 minutes of inspiration is sufficient, and it has been very much tummy full of wonderful inspiration from everybody for the past 1,000 days. And while audience will be listening, just listening, no questions asked, nothing, because all the questions what come to their mind is already answered by our esteemed experts. And the domains we have selected for the discussions have been every walks of life, and be it arts and culture, economics, education, ethics, health, science and technology, and sports also. And before the next event happens, so this has been happening every month, and before the next event starts, that is the next month, following month, we circulate the report of the just concluded event for everybody's reference and further reading. And this is a repository what we have with us, what we have done for 1,000 days, and that's always there in the heart. And we start living on that, and you have just seen the experience by our Utsahins, and we will take it further. And thank you so much. And this is what we do in Educating Minds. Over to Anirban.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing the report. I will now share the report of Utsahin, the Awakening Hearts. We started off our journey in December 2020, and thereupon we continued with a series of various sessions. The Awakening Hearts was formed with the intent of spreading harmony in 4 dimensions: harmony in the self, harmony in family and relationships, harmony with society, with your nation, with your environment, and harmony with all of existence. So in these 4 dimensions, to build harmony, it is essential that every one of us become a better version of ourselves. And that's where we focused around the 9 fundamental values, the human values of trust, respect, affection, care, guidance, reverence, glory, gratitude, and love. So we say that, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Likewise, all head and no heart makes Jack a dangerous person. That is where it was essential for us to look at the holistic development of every individual, including ourselves. In fact, our prayer focuses on building people together. And towards that, we had the opportunity through the Awakening Hearts to touch many lives through the guest speakers from the Brahma Kumaris, Shri Anjali ji. We had Santosh Rao ji from the Art of Living Foundation. We had Sri Swami Satya Lokananda ji, who spoke about universal brotherhood. We had a session on Guru Tattva and love and compassion from guests such as Bhavani Mata ji. Then we had Swami Chidrupananda ji. We had brother Brahmacharya Nigam Amrita Chaitanya ji, and so on. Every one of our sessions focused around those dimensions of understanding that we are all one. It was about spreading that aspect of oneness. It is about knowing the self, recognizing that we may see ourselves as different identities, but deep down, every one of us are the same one person. But We may lead others in different capacity, where we need to understand that leading has to happen with compassion, with a set of values that we hold up most, and we need to light up the world and remind everyone else that they are the same leader as well. And that spirit of oneness is where Awakening Hearts segment began to spread universal harmony amongst all. So that's a brief report of what we do and what we've been trying to do. We used to do our sessions on every third Sunday of the month, and we will continue to do it in uniform fervor and pitch. Thank you. Back to the MC.
Thank you so much, Utsahin Raghuram sir and Utsahin Anirban sir, for sharing the journey, the goal, and the report of Utsahin, Educating Minds and Awakening Hearts platforms. Now, I would like to acknowledge the presence of few more guests who joined us. So, Sri PM Satyasai Garu, a chemical engineer, scientist at BARC till 2015. He's a professor at NIT Warangal till 2020. Achieving all these heights, he says he's presently and always a student. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We also have with us Sri Krishna Medji Garu, a senior general manager of Atomic Energy, has contributed significantly in development of more than 100 strategic materials essential in defense, space, atomic field. He's a director in a research institute and technical advisor in many industries. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We also have with us Dr. Rekha Vijay Kumar, a sociologist, has worked in various projects of World Bank as applied sociologist, also has been an academic director in major universities. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. And we also have with us Sri Jain Mahadevan Garu, engineering graduate from Andhra University 1966 to 71, experience in various engineering fields, both at India and Singapore. He has a former PR2. Upon return from Singapore, diversified into ISO management systems, retired as a vice president of ISO certification body, Hyderabad. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Now we have a music segment. Instrumental by MV Aditya, who is a US recruiter by profession, by passion. Aditya is a guitarist with a flair in painting and sketching. And also we have Dr. Srinath Aditya, a homeopathic doctor, eucharist with a flair in whistle singing and vocals. Over to both of you.
So good evening, everyone. So I'm Dr. Aditya, homeopathic doctor. So we just we are starting our performance with the Kirtana. I hope you are listening and feel good about it. O Pavana Pajo Kakuda. O Pavana Pajo Kakuda. Bahuba Panaga Paragitiga. O Pavana Pajo Kakuda. Bahuba Panaga Paragitiga. O Pavana Majo Kanuda. O Kanuda. O Dasamukha. O Venkatapati Padasaro Palakuda. O Dasamukha. O Venkatapati Padasaro Palakuda. Idehamuto Ilokamulu Idehamega Nidipitiga. O Pavana Atmaja. O Kanuda. O Kanuda.
Thank you for that. This is again Aditya. I'm a US IT recruiter. And I picked up guitar when I was 17 years old, and it has transformed my life in a lot of ways, which this probably this one, 3-4 hours won't even be, suffix who tell me how it has improved the way I see things, or the way I perceive things, or the way I receive things. So any art form, I just say, only one message that I want to give right in this session is any art form, be it music, be it art, be it dance, be it even speaking is a kind of art. If you're good with words, just use them and make art out of it. And trust me, the life would be as beautiful as before. Many things can be you can just I won't say divert is not a word, but you can just probably get immersed in it, and you can find all answers for all your questions in art is what I feel. And I would like to thank Utsahan for giving us this platform where we are about to showcase our talent, and we also probably teach and learn at the same time, and really thanks for that. And yeah, that would be pretty much it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, MV Aditya and Dr. Srinath Aditya. That was really energetic and refreshing. I'll be waiting for you for your next segment of music. Thank you so much. Now I would like to give the stage to Utsahin Yash and Utsahin Raghuram sir for the next proceedings of the guest talk. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Sai Charan. Yes. So now it's time for what you are waiting, the guest speech, guest talk. So Raghuram sir is in.
You carry on, please.
Yes,
please carry on.
Thank you, sir.
I'm controlling here. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a pleasure to say a few words about our esteemed speaker today. First, we have our Reverend Pravarajita Tyaga Nishta Prana Mataji. Pranams Mataji. Welcome. Thank you for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. A few words about her. Mataji, inspired by the life and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada Devi and Swami Vivekananda, joined Sharada Math in the year 1996. Sri Sharada Math and Sri Ramakrishna Sharada Mission is a worldwide spiritual and service organization headquartered in Dakshineshwar, Kolkata, West Bengal. Raised with nationalistic ideas, Mataji has grown into a sannyasini with spiritual fervor. Mataji has served in the Chennai Center till 2006 and is currently at Guntur Center, undertaking many activities to bind devotees in society who are seeking inner growth. Well-read in Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Mataji organizes spiritual camps for women in various parts of twin states, and also she organizes retreats in the Himalayan centers. Let us give a warm welcome to our guest speaker. Welcome, Mataji. Namaste.
Pranam Mataji.
Namaste. Om Tejosi Tejomai Dehi Viryamasi Viryamai Dehi Balamasi Balamai Dehi Ojosi Ojomai Dehi Manyurasi Manyumai Dehi Sahosi Sahomai Dehi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Greetings to all of you on this auspicious occasion of the 3rd anniversary of the Utsahin Group, and also on the auspicious occasion of 77th India's Independence Day. It's always a matter of joy to join the people who are open to good and noble ideas, who are trying to awake to truth in life. I really appreciate your efforts of bringing and sharing noble, creative, and innovative ideas through this wonderful platform. When the seekers of truth join together like this, it becomes a satsang, a holy gathering. a platform to share noble ideas in order to elevate our minds. Bhagavad Gita says, Parasparam bhavayantaha shreya param avapsyatha. By sharing noble ideas each other, we will attain to the highest good. In our scriptures, there are many prayers like Ano Bhadraha Kratavo Yanta Vishwataha, which means that let the good thoughts come to us from all sides. It is from the Rig Veda. So the influence of thought is so powerful. And that was understood long before in our tradition, right from the Vedic age. Swami Vivekananda told, if you think a good thought in a cave in the Himalayas, it's going to influence the whole world. So that much powerful is the thought. So going strong is the subject of this session. We all should become strong in every way. And Swamiji told, strength is life and weakness is death. I think he's the only person who stressed so much on this aspect of strength in life, Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda. He says, anything that makes you weak physically, intellectually, and spiritually, reject it as poison, he told. A human being commits mistakes, engages in sinful acts because he is weak, because he is not strong enough. Only weak people commit mistakes, Swamiji says. So, the source scriptures of our culture, as all of you know, the Vedas, contain many prayers seeking strength and vigor. The prayer which I chanted just now at the beginning of my talk, Tejosi Tejomai Dehi, is the prayer seeking all kinds of strength, physical, intellectual, and spiritual. The Upanishads, the ultimate dictum of the Vedas, are the storehouses of strength and knowledge that can ennoble and enrich our human life. And these are the only scriptures in the world, these are Upanishads, which point out to no God, no goddess, no incarnation, but to strength and fearlessness. So Swami Vivekananda said, strength is the watchword of the Upanishads. I hope all of you know about these foundational scriptures of our Indian culture, the Upanishads. For those who are not familiar with these great books, I would like to tell you that these Upanishads are the outcome of the inquiries conducted by the great sages of India thousands and thousands of years ago, into the mysteries of life and death, consciousness and existence. Long, long ago, they proclaimed to the world that the whole world universe is one. Unity and solidarity of the whole universe is the subject matter of the Upanishads. So that is the reason, see, the Indian mind always generalizes. We can easily accommodate ourselves anywhere in the world because of this culture behind us. So our Indian culture teaches us that is the true knowledge by which one can see the one behind the many. It is there in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Bhuteshu Yenaikam Bhavam Avyayam Ikshate Avibhaktam Vibhakteshu Tad Jnanam Satvikam Smrutam. That knowledge is the highest by which one can see the undivided in the divided. Look at the language. This universe is divided into different things like plants, animals, insects, this and that. Our senses show us that they're different, but seeing the one in the many is the great thing. That is the true knowledge. For this, a kind of intelligence, a very subtle kind of intelligence we need. So Sri Krishna says in the Gita, Mayi sarvam idam protam sutre maniganaiva. So I am like the thread in the garland of beads. While seeing the beads, we have to perceive the thread also. That is the true knowledge. So while perceiving different things in the world, we should try to perceive the divine element also. That's what the Upanishads teach us. And that knowledge actually unites everyone in the globe, isn't it? So there are many wonderful statements in the Upanishads pointing to this oneness, the consciousness behind everything. Ekameva advitiyam. There is only one without second. And neha nanasti kinchana. There are not many things, only one in this world. You know, the German philosopher Schopenhauer said, in this whole world, there is no study so beneficial and so elevating as that of the Upanishads. They are destined to be the faith of the people sooner or later, he says. And another German philosopher, Nietzsche, he said, Upanishads have been the solace of my life. They shall be my solace in death, he told. So all the great minds in the world recognize the sublime teachings of these scriptures. So all of us want to be happy in life. We all instinctively avoid suffering, isn't it? So Upanishads declare that the root cause of all this suffering is ignorance, inability to perceive one in the many. Upanishads proclaim, one who sees oneness, for him there will be no suffering and no delusion. So our Indian scriptures tirelessly pointed out to oneness again and again. Upanishads are the treasure house of our culture. They point out to the truth, oneness, in a very direct and clear language. Upanishads are popularly known as Vedanta, as all of you know. And as I said earlier, they are inspired utterances of our ancient rishis. The methods the rishis followed to find out this knowledge were deep contemplation and meditation into the depths of their own minds. And from their own subjective experience, they declared that all life is one, all existence is one in a very beautiful language. There is unity and solidarity in the whole universe. What we are seeing as many is the manifestation of one underlying existence. And we can realize it in the deep levels of our own beings if we try for it. It is only the mind that divides. It is only the intellect that differentiates and dissects. So when we go beyond these two, we can catch that one existence, the consciousness. So you should develop subtle vision to perceive this truth. Today's science also provides us this subtle vision. That is the beauty. Modern science is probing into nature. As the scientific research penetrating into matter, all differences are vanishing away. It's going towards singularity, towards unity. Biology revealed that the basic unit of all living beings is cell, isn't it? Chemistry revealed that the basic unit of all living and non-living is the atom. And physics is trying to find out the basic unit of all atoms. Scientists are struggling to prove it on a scientific basis. So Swami Vivekananda told, science and religion will shake hands in future. So it's happening now. Science is penetrating into matter and came very close to find out the basic unit of existence. Today is our Independence Day. Let us recall the clarion call of India's greatest patriot, Swami Vivekananda. I call him the greatest patriot because he did not only love the nation, but he identified with the nation, that Tadatmyata. He told, I am condensed India. He himself told that. So he loved India as a nation of spirituality and moral values. He found that the source of all these grand spiritual and moral values that our great country possessed are the Upanishads. So if we want to progress as a nation, we have to look back to the Upanishadic teachings. Those teachings have the capacity to unite the most diverse framework of our nation in terms of culture, customs, language, religion, traditions into a single marvelous frame. So he said again and again, go back to the Upanishads. If we touch this truth of oneness taught by the Upanishadic sages, we become strong and united, because truth is strengthening and truth is uniting. That which weakens us, which separates us, is not at all truth at all. So that which strengthens us and unites us is truth. So let us aspire for the truth, oneness, and march on together in the journey of life. Let me conclude by once again congratulating all the organizers of the Utsahin for their commendable efforts to spread the noble values through this online platform. I thank all of you for having me in this session today. Thank you very much. Namaste, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Guru, Gukaro, Andakaraha, Rukaro, Tat, Nivartakaha, the dispeller of darkness. With your words, you have dispelled our ignorance and you have highlighted the importance of that subtle vision. You have empowered us with that subtle vision. Thank you so much for this. Really blessed to have you here, Mataji. And now let's move on to our second speaker of the day. Our second speaker of the day is Dynamic SK Jayachandran IPS, former DGP AP. Namaste, sir. Sri S.K. Jayachandranji has his upbringing in Hyderabad. He studied in a government high school and was the only student to secure first class in his school, in his batch. He went on to pursue MSc. Final was in nuclear physics. I can resonate it with the Open Heaven movie, which has come recently from OU campus. The initial seed to take up civil services was laid here with the influence of his classmates and encouragement of his parents. He cleared civil services and was fascinated by the challenges and the charm of the civil services and had an illustrious career. Worked as SP in 4 districts and worked as DIG Guntur range, Guntur being a big range, Guntur, Prakasham and Nellore. Worked as IGP, Rayalaseema, additional DGP Police Communications. A special note, his father KV Shastri Garu, who also worked in Information Department back then. Now it is known as State Information Center. He has also worked as DG Vigilance and Enforcement and retired as a DGP AP Special Police Battalion. He is awarded Indian Police Medal for Meritorious Service and President's Police Medal for Distinguished Services. Special mentions, he has translated Vishnu Sahasranamam Stotram from Sanskrit to English. Let us give a warm welcome to our esteemed speaker too. Welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
So, thank you everyone for your allowing me to participate in this illustrious and August gathering. This is August, month of August also. So I, in fact, convey my best wishes to all the participants on the occasion of the 77th our Independence Day. I am very happy to speak about youth empowerment. You see, our country consists of about 50% of youth. In fact, ours is the only country in the entire world where the youth population is the maximum. How to utilize this youth? See, you want our country to develop and become one of the top 3 nations in the entire world. That is our goal. In fact, ours is right now the 5th financial giant in the entire world with a $3.2 trillion economy. Now we want it to become a $5 trillion economy within the next few years, maybe 3-4 years. So what I feel is that it is for the youth to make it, not for the old. The old people, in fact, they have contributed enough to this country. Now we have to follow their footsteps. Their dreams can be realized by the youth only. The youth are the next generation that make this country a superpower. In another few days, our Chandrayaan-3 is going to land on the moon. So likewise, our country in a few years should become the topmost country. For that, what is the contribution of the youth that can be done? Here, it's very important that the youth get the right kind of education. The first education is given by the mother and the father. In fact, I should say that if today I have joined the civil services, my mother is the force behind it. She stood like a mountain behind me. Always she encouraged me, although she only passed 5th class. I used to tell her about nuclear physics and the latest scientific progresses, the latest things that happen in the world, the general knowledge, general science, mathematics. She used to listen carefully and even used to ask very intelligent questions, even though she was only 5th class. She wrote a lot of songs in Telugu. That really made me very enthusiastic to become a literary expert also. Most of the people, the youth especially, I should say, are forgetting the importance of language, either their own mother tongue or English. These two are the only important languages in the world for any youth. The mother tongue will give him a good foundation, and English will give him a good kind of a spread and popularity everywhere in the world. And it will make him also make his own career ahead. The second one who really paves the way for the development of the youth is the teacher. The real teachers or the good teachers must have a kind of a enthusiasm to develop all his students into stalwarts. Right from the beginning, if a child is brought up under the full control of the parents and the full control of the good teachers, then they'll definitely become good citizens of India and contribute to nationalism and the progress of India. Now, how to do this? That's very important. These days, we find that the parents are very busy. They don't find time even to talk to the child. It was not the case when I was a child. Always my mother used to ask me, "Arey, where did you go? What did you do?" Suppose I went to the college, she used to say, "Nana, what did you learn there? Tell me." She was there in the kitchen cooking something, frying something. Still, she used to listen to me with rapt attention. Again, my father, he was also like that. Always take interest in my affairs, my education. He used to teach me. He used to see with whom I am moving. Also, I shouldn't say that he even used to go to the extent of spying upon me when I was in college. I studied in New Science College, Hyderabad, Nizam's College, Hyderabad, and also in the Usmania University campus. I did my MSc Nuclear Physics. Even when I was in university, my father's nigha was always there. See, these three people, there is the parents and the guru. They are the real foundation stones for the growth of the child into a good kind of a individual or a youth. Again, after that, the friends, they count a lot. The habits are learned from the friends. I tell you, in fact, I admit that I also did some things when I was in college with my friends. It is very common, you see, Nalgurta about Narayana, Kolanta about Govinda. That's the proverb in Telugu. That means whatever your friends do, you also tend to do the same thing. But the youth must exercise some self-control also. Self-discipline also. It doesn't mean that he should be very rigid and all that. What I mean to say is that suppose he has got certain syllabus, he should divide that syllabus in such a manner that he should be able to complete whatever is being taught or synchronize whatever is being taught in the college with whatever he learns at home and whatever he speaks with his friends, etc. Again, he must also enjoy. It doesn't mean that he should always be like a bookworm or something like that and stuck to the precincts of the library and all that. I don't mean that. You may not believe that when I was preparing for civil services and all that, I started studying for 6 hours a day. Then I increased that to 8 hours a day. Slowly, as the exams approached, you see, the time was increased to 12 hours and 14 hours a day. I hardly used to sleep properly. That was the kind of, I should say, achievement, I should say, determination which I had, keeping my goal only as my objective. So what is important for the youth now is that they should develop some kind of a good discipline, whether the parents teach them or not, whether the teacher teaches them or not, whether the friends agree with him or not. He should keep one goal in his mind: my country. If my country doesn't exist, I don't exist, isn't it? So if I keep my goal as very clear, that is my country first, come what may, that is my ultimate goal. So if you always keep that in mind, nothing can affect you. The youth should also ensure that they raise their head with pride wherever they go. In Telugu, there is a song, Ye desam egina, endu kalidina, ye peetham ekkina, evvar eduraina. Rayapurul Subbarao wrote this. Pogadara nee talli bhumi bharatani, nilupara nee jati nindu gauravamu, leda nindu garvamu. Today I am very happy that under the great leadership of our Prime Minister, we are able to raise our head all over the world, including the US, the Europe, and other countries, with pride, and say proudly that I am an Indian. And another very important thing, one small message only for the youth, is that they should maintain integrity. They should not encourage any kind of corruption anywhere. This is one message. The second message is that youth doesn't merely mean the young men. Youth also means young women. Young women, women's empowerment, young women's empowerment is the empowerment of the nation. Today's child is tomorrow's citizen. Therefore, all of us must remember to keep this goal of development of India as the main goal in their mind, and always remember this goal. This is my simple message to our youth. Respect everyone, justice to everyone, don't tolerate injustice, and since you are an intellectual, you should always open your mouth whenever you see injustice. This is very important. If injustice is happening in front of you, and if you just keep quiet, you are none but a useless fellow. This all of you must remember. And thank you, Utsahin, for giving me this great opportunity to speak about youth development in this country on this great occasion of the 77th Independence Day celebrations. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm truly lost in the reflections of what Mataji said, and I could resonate with what you are saying. Be it the show me your friends, I will show you, I'll tell you who you are. Swami Vivekananda said the thoughts from Mataji, and you telling habits get rubbed from friends. That is also very important. And you have highlighted many important. Thank you so much, sir. You also highlighted on the spying vision of parents and the self vision that we should have during our. Thank you so much, sir. Now let's move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker for today is Mr. Ankur Sharma. Mr. Ankur Sharma is an ICF certified coaching professional and is an engineer by degree. He completed his BTech from NIT Jalandhar, post which he completed certifications in life coaching from Symbiosis US. He is an ICF certified career coach and certified excellence coach. Professionally, he had been an academic consultant, program director, learning and development specialist for 500 schools and organizations pan-India, and has also conducted more than 700 workshops and training sessions for corporates, and has also served as yoga and meditation guide for people. Apart from reaching out to general public, Ankur makes it a point to ensure that his expertise as an empathizer or a transforming agent also reaches to the sections of society who needs it the most. This got him engaged in various community projects as well. We are glad to have you amongst us, sir. And now please, let's put our hands together for our guest speaker, Mr. Ankur Sharma. She is all yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Yash. So getting to speak from a stage from where Mataji and Jaya sir just spoke is a great responsibility, to be honest, and I hope I'm able to do justice to it. So warm greetings to everybody present here, and first and foremost, a very happy Independence Day to you and everyone in your family. And we are having and experiencing this beautiful time today because we are free, we are independent. So this day is of great significance to all of us. So heartiest greetings of the day to you all. And the second significant greetings for the day is to all the Utsahin members for completing over 1,000 days of this beautiful journey. I'm here for the first time and seeing all of this, to be honest. So it feels like a great experience to be here and seeing such amazing and beautiful and charming people, dynamic ones, and they delivering their expertise is altogether a very, very, very beautiful experience, and sharing the stage with them is a great opportunity. Thank you so much again for inviting me here. A couple of days back when I was talking to Raghuram sir, and he for the first time approached me for speaking on this event, and he told me he was very much particular about one thing, that, you know, I want you to inspire everybody in those 10 minutes. I want you to say something, to do something, to be something that leaves everybody with an inspiration. And that is what I'm going to be trying in the next, whatever little time I have with me, that is the 8 minutes with you. See, youth empowerment we have been talking about, and empowerment is the core term, and being strong is the core message being lived and discussed over here, right? And we have here Mataji talking about so much from Swami Vivekananda's life. And when she was talking about him, I instantly remembered one story from Swamiji's life. And nothing goes more important than talking about the story today in this occasion. So I would like to discuss it with you. What does empowerment exactly mean? According to me, empowerment is the ability to face anything. According to me, empowerment is the ability to stand up to anything that life throws your way. That is empowerment. If we are able to face anything and everything that comes our way, face it, look into the eyes of those, adversities, and face them, go past them, then we are empowered. Empowerment is not running away or avoiding something that we think could trouble or bother us. That's the kind of living that most of the youngsters have developed today. They want to, escape, they want to avoid difficulties. I'll come to it later. But first of all, let me talk about the story from Swamiji's life. So he was once in Varanasi. We all must have heard about this story. I'm taking a quick reference of the same. So he was once in Varanasi, and while he was returning from the temple, a gang of monkeys attacked him, ran after him, screeching and yelling and attacking. And Swamiji, in an attempt to save himself, was running away from them. And when suddenly a stranger looked at this sight and at this incident, he shouted, "Don't run, face the brutes." And the moment he listened to this, what happened? He stopped. He turned around, looked into the eyes of the monkeys with firmness. They got confused and stopped bothering him. You know, a very small incident, it happens like even the lives, and every single incident that happens into the lives of great people becomes a lesson for everybody else. That is what happens. So that is what this one basic simple incident teaches us. So why did I talk about this story today? Because I'm supposed to talk about empowerment. I'm supposed to discuss about empowerment. We have developed. So here we saw Nikhil, we had, Prakriti, we had Ishani, we had several amazing youngsters and teenagers, all aware, all awakened, working for their truest goals and potential. Amazing. But when I get to look at the majority of youngsters that we have in the country today, they are all deluded by the concept of stability and security way too early than they should be concerned about it, in my opinion. And I firmly believe that the way in the families, the concept of stability and security is being taught right from the childhood. At the age of 22, 23, 24, 25, what an individual starts looking forward to having a stability in his life, when he should actually be working his, efforts and everything, achieving the excellent and the highest version of himself. One basic question that I love asking everybody when I have to do a session or an interaction, I ask them, how would you like a rose to be? How would you like a rose to be? Would you like a rose to be fully blossomed, or would you like a rose to be partially blossomed? Imagine a world which has flowers and roses and every other thing only half blossomed, half opened. Would we want to live in a world like this? Would we want to have the nature like this, which is only partially blossomed? The nature has instilled, the Prakriti has instilled the ability in every single being on this planet to grow to its fullest and the highest. It's only the human beings who have the capacity to choose not to grow to their highest. Are you understanding what I'm saying? No other living form or the living being has this choice to make, that whether I should be growing to my fullest or not, should I be growing to my highest or not, should I be becoming my highest. They are naturally programmed to become their highest. They're naturally programmed to be their best. It's only the humans. It's only the humans who have the ability to choose a little less. Oh, I'm okay with this. I'm happy with this. I'm fine with this much. And that to seeking that stability and security way too early, than that desire of security and stability should actually arrive. That is my concern and question. Why? Because in the search of that stability and security, most of the youngsters do not become what they should become. They end up becoming what the society wants them to become. Why? But because that label of security and stability is yet lacking, and they just want it so badly that people could look at them and say, now you are stable, man. That's good. But I believe in my life, made it a point that nowhere before 40s or even 50s for that matter, I'll be asking myself if I'm stable. No. Stability and security should come when you have tasted life, experienced life in its various versions and its various forms. And that can only come with your desire and with your willingness to face the fears and to face the challenges and adversities, right? So that is what I would like to say. Raghu sir, I actually turned on my timer the moment I started talking, so it's just 9 minutes. I still have 1 minute more to go. So I'll just conclude within the time allocated to me. I'll surely ensure that. So I guess the most important and the required secret of empowering yourself is to, one, desire to be your best and your highest version, nothing less than that. Two, willingness and openness to embrace struggles, tough times, difficulties, not running away from them. Third, ability to challenge the status quo, ability to challenge the shoulds and the do's and the don'ts that the society has thrown upon you. And fourth, a sincere willingness to explore your connection with the highest existing force of this universe, that is divinity. With this, 10 minutes are over, and so is my interaction with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ankur sir, for first defining what is empowerment and walking us through the entire stages of it. And your messages will definitely resonate with us. And the rose analogy that you left with us, a rose is a rose is a rose. That's how Shakespeare has told it, but it will resonate again with us, bloom to the fullest extent. Thank you so much. We will not settle for anything less of it. Thanks for making the day. And I would like to conclude this session. 3H stands for the head, heart, and the hands. We have 3 dynamic guest speakers who spoke from the heart aspect, from the head aspect, and also from the hand service aspect. So with this, now I would like to hand over the session to...
Back to Charan, please.
Yes, to our MC, dynamic MC, Sai Charan, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Yash, for this wonderful segment. And now I request Anirban sir for summarizing the talk.
It was a wonderful day where we had several beautiful speeches. The first talk by Tyaganishta Prana Mataji, where she spoke about the spirit of oneness and about how going strong can only be enabled when you focus on all the dimensions of strength. She called upon from the Gita, the Upanishads, and from Vivekananda's teachings, where the filtration, the sum total of all the inquiries of the ancient sages spoke of one single message, that all beings are one. In fact, that one message is what we carry forward today. Whether you're looking at a being made out of cells, or whether matter and materials made from the atoms or the strings that they are a part of, if you want to understand life in its fullest, explore the Upanishads, which are one uniting framework that can help build not only your connect with the universe, but also a culture, a tradition, and a union of oneness to build a stronger nation. The exploration of the truth can alone help unite, and unity is strength. That was the crux of her message. The speaker of the day was Sri, has spoken on youth empowerment. So the message was, if India today is marching towards a 5 trillion economy, it can only be possible if the youth start doing. India is in the sweet spot where we have the aged who have already done great things and who know things, but the youth are now to take upon that responsibility and start learning and aspiring to do. And for that, the youth needs 3 great mentors, great mothers, fathers, and teachers who are their primary influencers, wherein he called upon his own life experiences about why the mother is the first guru, why the father's spying eyes are like a safety filter protection that enables the child and the youth in their growing years and why the teacher is the greatest initial influence in molding the character of a person. So if our nation's goals have to be reached, and if what our PM has done in terms of reaching India in the global sphere, where even the Western Hemisphere respects us, the youth have to take ownership, and we'll have to empower them with 4 things: respect for all, the sense of justice to challenge anything that's unjust, a sense of discipline with a coupling of great skills and talent. That alone can build this nation to be strong and can enable our youth to empower themselves. Youth, do not encourage wrongdoing and have equality. Men, women, and all forms of differences must be abolished. The third speaker of the day was Ankur, who spoke about a story from Vivekananda ji's life, where he showed how Vivekananda ji was escaping from a moment which was delicate, but then when challenged to face the situation, he looked the rogues in the eye and the rogues ran helter-skelter. That sense of justice has to be there in every youth. He summarized his message with 4 advice for the youth. One is, be willing to blossom fully, be willing to face difficulties, challenges, and fears. Challenge the status quo. Don't go by what society or tradition and throws at you, but rather challenge and learn from the experience. And finally, and most importantly, explore the connect with the divine. In whatever forms, names, or nameless way you look at it, connecting with the superior force will help you achieve the empowerment that we want every one of you to have. Those were the 3 great messages of today we had from the 3 great speakers. Thanks to our speakers. Back to the MC. Charan, you're inaudible. You'll have to unmute yourself.
So thank you so much, Anirban sir, for the detailed summary of the guest talks. And now I request our duo Aditya and Aditya back again for the instrumental music for the next 2 minutes.
Yep.
So good evening, everyone. Everyone has spoken good things about how to lead a life more comfortable to us. We would like to dedicate a song where it mostly shows how to grow actually, how we actually should grow regarding many aspects of life. So here it goes.
Keep the mic closer, Aditya.
You're not audible.
Yeah.
Now is it on?
Yeah.
It's an echo kind of thing.
కలిగిన చోటే వెలుపు వెలుపు విశ్వస్తుంది ఆకులంటి రాలిన చోటే చిగురు కనిపిస్తుంది మొక్కని చెరువుని దిగులు పడకునేస్తమా దరికి చేర్చుతారు కూడా ఆరవితో దరికి బాధపడకునేస్తమా బాధ వెంట నవ్వుల మదనం చక్కగా కృషి చేస్తే అవరోధాలది
All right. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you so much. Sharon, take it up, please.
Yep. Thank you so much, Aditya and
Wait,
Aditya.
Adi, wait.
Yeah. Now I request Raghuram sir to share the action plan of Utsahin way forward. Over to you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Charan. It was a great experience, isn't it, for all of us? And yeah, as we have been keeping telling, going forward is going to be very, very strong. And yes, what we have in our plan for the next 1,000 days is like youth empowerment. That is the very reason why we have taken up that as a code, that as a main agenda. So as the famous saying goes, youth can be the leaders of tomorrow. The power of youth doesn't stop there. Every nation dream of having the youth empowered to realize the dream of the world we want to live in, right? Youth are the solution, not the problem. And that was very much indicated, that was very much highlighted by our esteemed speakers today. We at Utsahin truly intend to collect creative ideas that strengthen youth resiliency, improve protective factors, develop fundamental life skills, and establish a pattern of behaviors that lead to healthy choices and ultimately get success in their life. More importantly, on the recognition part of their career choice. The mission of the vehicle would be to use engaging, encouraging, and empowering them to implement their thoughts related to the betterment of our society in every walks of life. As I mentioned earlier, be it IT industry, be it health, be it education, be it cultural, the finance, community welfare, etc. Therefore, I appeal to all the experts and leaders who are present today to come together and empower our youth. And we believe that youth can introduce the newest advancement without compromising on the quality and the cultural heritage of our country. Dear Utsahins, to conclude, it's very important to handhold the youth in the right direction and enlighten them on the vital role they play in the well-being of our nation. And this in turn will help them to grow intellectually as well. Thank you so much. And this is what our, what do you say, next 5 years agenda is going to be. And shortly we will be coming out with many surprises like this. Within another 15-20 days, we are going to come out with a beautiful surprise, which will definitely, let you know what we are working for. Over to you, Sai.
Thank you so much, Raghuram sir, and thank you for sharing the mission and the vision of Utsahin. Now we have our esteemed guest, our advisory council member, A.S. Murthy Garu, who is an ex-CTO and the EVP Tech Mahindra, who is one of the key stakeholders in transforming IT to a digital organization. I'm proud to say that he's a council member of Utsahin, and ASMG also inspired us with his talk on the topic 360-degree view of life, which changed my life a lot. Because thank you so much for joining, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Sai Charan. And am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Very good. First of all, thank you very much for yet another opportunity given to me to share a few thoughts. I was given a time frame of only about 2 to 3 minutes, so I try to summarize whatever may be most appropriate for this audience. First of all, heartiest compliments and congratulations to all the Utsahins who have been getting benefited on a regular basis, listening to various stalwarts, as well as getting references about how to go about life in general and overall. I would like to say that the most important thing for all of us is satsang. Who doesn't know this word satsang? I would like to just make 3 parts of the satsang. We all know that being with the right people, right is quote unquote, is the most important thing. The people whom we adore, the people whom we respect, and from whom we think that we can learn lots of interesting things. We need to spend maximum amount of time with such people without wasting time in life. That is, when you have time and energy, when you have other people with you, that is part 1 of the satsang, being with the right people. How long can you be with other people in the 24 hours time frame? You cannot be with other people all the time. The second part is when you are alone, but still you are energetic. At that point of time, I suggest that satsang is with the books you choose to read. Okay, the biographies, autobiographies, trying to know about life, trying to know about enthusiasm and interesting things which can give us permanent happiness and peace of mind. Here the word is permanent. Permanent happiness that cannot come from sensual pleasures. So we need to ask this question and double click and see, what is there at all anything called permanent happiness and permanent peace of mind? And the answer is a strong yes, and we need to explore and find out. That is the second part of the satsang, where that satsang with the books. And the third part is how much you can read. After some time, you'll get really tired and you are with yourself and your eyes are not cooperating to go on reading. At that point of time, even when you close your eyes, your thoughts are the important things. So your satsang with the thoughts, the kind of thoughts that you are entertaining with yourself will greatly influence your life. So satsang with the right people, satsang with the right books, and finally satsang with the thoughts. So this is one concept I just wanted to share with you. And the second one, if time permits for 1 more minute, I would like to say that those who claim to be successful, peaceful, happy, energetic, always you will find a characteristic of self-confidence, self-esteem. That self-esteem, self-confidence is I can attitude. Never ever entertain I can't for anything, just try it. So I can attitude will open many doors. That is the first one. And if you want to really go about practicing this self-confidence, I will quickly point out a few things. Number 1 is one should live their lives, one's life, being self-conscious, self-awareness. Moment by moment, people should know what are they doing at that point of time. Where are they? What is their goal which is being chased? So that means we are always focused. Okay, that is living life consciously, living life with full awareness. That is number 1. Number 2 is the knowing about accepting the reality. That is, we know for ourselves more than anybody else what our weaknesses are. So we need to accept our weaknesses. Unless you accept the weaknesses, there is no chance of improving further, actually. Every human being will have some weaknesses. And the first thing is to recognize them and to accept them so that we can work on them. That is the self-acceptance. And having accepted, the third one is taking responsibility, self-responsibility. Never blame anybody else for the failures that are happening in a team or at an individual level or at a family level. Take the ownership. You are responsible. The moment you say that I am responsible for my life, then different thoughts will come automatically. Different innovative things will strike you and magic would happen. So self-responsibility is the third thing if you really want to be self-confident. And the fourth one you can say is self-assertiveness. If you think that something is right in your opinion, say it to your boss, to your manager, in the family. If you think you are right, please start developing the habit of saying it. At the same time, if you want anything in life, ask for it. So unless you ask, you cannot progress. So this is self-assertiveness. I know several PhDs, even from IITs and IIMs and all that, with a very big set of awards and things like that, but not many of them are really assertive. So they should be able to ask, they should be able to say. That is the fourth thing, if you really want to be self-confident. Fifth thing is, live your life purposefully. Let there be a high goal in life. Anything that you are going after, let the goal be very lofty. And to get more ideas into this, read any book written by Swami Vivekananda. You will know what lofty goals are all about. And the sixth and final point here I would like to mention under self-confidence is live your life with humility, with integrity. So if you lose the faith of the people with whom you are working, you will never get back. Even if you get back, always there will be some kind of a suspicion. So hold your head high and say, I am living my life at this moment with full integrity, honesty. Okay, so these are the 6 things which will help a person to be self-confident. And finally, I would like to say that whatever you do, whether you're learning, playing, praying, working, anything that you attempt at any point of time, give your 100% to that activity. So there's nothing like if you're working, you want to be focused, but if you're watching a movie, you don't want to be focused. After all, we have only one mind, and that mind needs to be always tuned to perfection, tuned to be focused. You cannot say there are some less priority items where you don't want to be focused. So always make sure that your mind is focused at one point, at any one point of time, and give 100% to that. So the only difference between an ordinary person and an extraordinary person is only the level of attention, the level of focus, and level of determination. So with these few thoughts, I would like to conclude my message. Once again, wishing all the Utsahins for glorious next 1,000 days. And thanks for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, S. Murthy Garu. It's always great to listen to you, and thank you for your inspiring message to Utsahins and motivating us to understand life in a better way. I heard satsang with right people. I never heard satsang with right thoughts. That was wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Most welcome. Thank you.
I request Ram Reddy sir to address today's gathering.
I don't have anything to address because everything is covered. So overwhelmed. Pranams to everybody, right from the Mataji to SFG, Jayachandranji and Ankurji, and all other tiny tots and Utsahins. So only thing is, I wish a happy Independence Day on this very auspicious. Of course, we call ourselves it's Utsahin Day also. It's a Utsahin Day because this Utsahin is also came out on this wonderful independence, as ISMV and other speakers told, independence from inside. I don't go deep, just I would like to put some appeal to everyone. So our team, Sahil, you have seen, voluntarily putting their heart and soul to bring in people and inspire. Of course, you come to inspire and definitely you get inspired. That's our tagline. And you come with the heart just to love, and definitely you are loved here. So that's what I want to say. So in the beginning, as we are celebrating 77th, Independence Day, the whole world is looking at us. Yes, Bharat. Bha means light, and everybody is light. All intellectuals over here, offline, online, on YouTube, many are there. So now it's the time. The one word from the speakers have taken, and what we believed, responsibility. Utsahin came out of responsibility for the self and inclusive self. So as our Bha stands for the light, so the whole world known for our country as light, the knowledge, the wisdom. So what I say is, when it comes to Bharatam, which is Sanatanam, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we see as world family. Our prayer itself starts with Sangachetvam. Let's move together. So on this 1,000 days of enthusiastically, I invite all the people, in particularly the Indians, Today we have seen somebody joined from Europe, somebody joined from Dubai, somebody joined from America, and across the world there are so many people who are from India in the beginning. So I would invite all of you to come together. So let's make a difference. Let's be mad, as many speakers told, and let's give ourselves something to the great, the self and the bigger self, that is our country as the first. So with this, I would like to say, so once again, a happy birthday to our Utsahins on the 3rd anniversary, and going great. And thank you all once again for being here. I know it's too long online, but still, so you are so inspired. So keep joining us. And Raghuramji and Anirbanji mentioned, we are coming with so many things. We look forward. Join us. And definitely, this is a platform where everyone can share their feelings, mission, vision. So we are here openly, and we invite you once again. And Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Sangachat. Also MC Sharon and Yash, great going.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for your words of wisdom always, and thanks for the inspiration. Now it's my privilege to come back and propose vote of thanks on this special occasion. Firstly, I would like to extend my heartily thanks to our guests and speakers, Sri Pravarajika Tyaganishta Prana Mataji. Mataji, blessed to hear your words of wisdom and message on oneness and spirit. Blessed to have you with us, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, SK Jayachandra Garu. Your message of respecting everyone and living with integrity and to think about nation always. That was really inspiring, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Ankush Sharma, your message on empowerment and facing anything coming your way. Your words to just face it with courage and be the best of you. Bloom to the fullest. Don't settle down for anything less. That was really inspiring, sir. Thank you so much for the words of inspiration. And thank you everyone for sharing your words of inspiration, and especially for your presence and showcasing your support to Utsahin. I would like to specially thank Ms. Prakriti Reddy for your presence and such wonderful songs. I became a big fan of you, ma'am. Thank you, S. Murthy Garu, your message to live life purposefully. That was really inspiring, sir. Thank you so much for being there for Utsahin always. Thank you, Rameshwar Reddy Garu, PM Satyasai Garu, Sri Krishna Mirji Garu, Dr. Rekha Vijay Kumar Garu, Sri Jain Mahadevan Garu for joining us and showcasing your support to Utsahin. Thank you so much. Thank you, esteemed speakers from Utsahin Vasukaji for the vibrant prayer, Sangachatvam. That was really engaging and positive. Utsahin Bhanu Chandrika ji, Utsahin Anil Iyengar Garu, Utsahin Sandich Chittimali for your words of inspiration and for being a supporting hand for Utsahin. Thank you so much, Utsahins. My heartful thanks to our duo, Aditya and Aditya, for such vibrant music segment. I extend my gratitude to Raghuram sir and Anirban sir for sharing the report on Utsahin Educating Minds and sharing the closing comments and the future plan. Thank you so much, sir. Utsahin Yesh. End to end, it was really engaging segment. Thank you for handling the guest segment with profound passion, as always. And Ram Reddy sir, thank you for being there always to inspire us. I would especially thank the team of Utsahin for putting your continuous efforts for making Utsahin an amazing platform for learning. As I quoted in my welcome note, let's fill the brain with high thoughts, highest ideals, place them day and night before you. And out of that will come great work. And believe in yourself, the world will be with you. This meeting is one example how Utsahin is going to spread positivity and ideas across the world. Thanks again. And now it's time for the ending prayer.
May I request everybody to please stand up for the national anthem?
So we have prayer first, then Sudhaji, over to you.
Sudha, ma'am, over to you.
Sudha, okay.
May we march forward with a common goal. May we be open-minded and work together in harmony. May our prayers be one. May we belong to one brotherhood. May our aspirations be harmonious. May our minds be unison. May we strive to reduce disparity. May we be bound in strong fellowship and unity. Sangashatra.
Thank you so much, Sudha ma'am. And I request everyone to stand up for the national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे